It appears the camera software is not working, but in the interest of time, I think I'm just gonna not worry about that today. Okay, it would appear the game also just crashed. What the fuck is going on? No. Okay, we're back. This is going well. Alright, anyway. Yeah. I spent a whole heaping helping of time prepping for the lock this week. I actually got my hopes up a bit. I was like, you know, this season actually seems like it could be quite cool. I saw some potential, and I did a bunch of defense theory crafting. And then, yeah, there was a really unfortunate Tiny Tools outage, and I just didn't get to add any of that shit, so that's all basically just postponed until, what the fuck? Theme, big picture. Why are you open? How the fuck do I get myself out of this? Anyway, yeah, so I'm on TW mods, which is like not the end of the world, but it just like the most sauceless, least interesting way that you could play Galaxy Heroes in GAC. So all that shit that I worked on is basically just waylay till next week, and I have no idea how today's gonna go, because, you know, we're playing effectively without certain GAC Macross active. Why is that not working? But with my GAC, but oh well. It seems like that kind of weak. We will see how much I can do it for mine. We did get some footage of my SLK with a beta attempt. It went well for the SLK side, but I have questions, and like, you know, as much as I clowned on Ray having a worse Ray ult and what that means for a 5-man team, Bane is a character who says, but I'm going to only run 2. And that kind of means something, but then I have questions like, okay, so what happens if she gets it off when 2 people are alive? What happens if she gets it off when 1 are alive? So we'll look at that after the round's over. In the meantime, I should just do some battles. Darkrai held the JML. Oh, I imagine that JML's gonna die a lot on average. I had completely overhauled my Jedi to try to take on the matchup. Including but not limited to a 319 speed Barris, because that's healthy. Definitely not a cry for help at all. I might just forsake the level 3. Do we have enough crit chance? Sure. I suspect that L3 is probably pretty uncomfortable here. So I don't entirely remember Jar Jar's abilities. I know this has like protection, disruption, and stun. I'm feeling like maybe frustration. This is what, healing immunity, speed down, defense down, offense down. We get like one extra hit. Insane gameplay. Yeah, as a part of my efforts for this week, I had juiced the shit out of my Turples and Boomadeer, and now they have much worse than I had planned. It seems like if you're planning to run this matchup at all, it seems like you're well rewarded for taking your Gungans seriously and juicing, at minimum, their damage output. Maybe getting some speed on Boss Nass. Because, yeah, now we're just stuck behind this locked taunt, and there is just no flow. And, yeah. That should be us being pretty dead, I'd imagine. So that's pretty much going to be the vibe this week, is being pretty confident of how it should be done and then having to just watch yourself get fucked. Good time. I guess we take it for the Hondo kill. That was her AoE, I believe. So a decent thing to grab. Is this even worth trying at this point? I don't suspect he's... Oh, he is? Oh, I slapped it on in the last second. Okay, interesting. Huh. I didn't really think this matchup through. But this was not planned. I spiced up Bad Match to use somewhere. I just was looking at this, I was going live, I was like, is this anything? Technically, we go straight to the core question. We just go straight to health pool that we're do some bonus turns. Just don't die. Like all I ask. I thought that boss was days immune. I guess just stun. Interesting. But they do have Marin. Fucking ow. We are going to save that for next time. Actually, not entirely sure what I want to do here, because we need to save the heal. This is not the most obvious turn. This seems fucked. And the crazy thing here is too is they have Marin here. This is like the premier debuff control, and she's just locked in stasis, having to watch us. We need to heal him though. All right, we're back on more bonus turns. I don't know if he needs the heal, but I'm just gonna make sure. All right, well, that was. I don't know if there's anything Greymoors could do about that. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, the bonus turns are as good as I thought. But this matchup, you don't have to worry about your protection regen. It's literally just. You don't have to worry about the fucking spirit assist. Okay, so literally the only way out. This is the R5 spirit that chunked the shit out of my record. So the copium at this point would just be, yeah, make your spirit so good that it just like one-shots the wrecker, and then you hope. I guess. Huh. Not how I expected that to go. I mean, it seemed like a decent idea, but I did not expect that to be so one-sided. And spirit time? I wonder how it scales, actually. It's technically on the list, just like in a really distant way. I imagine we want to save this AoE to try to get a more specific setup. Or are we just going to get cooldown increase before next time? That was a really stupid idea. We're not getting a turn, are we? We're getting a turn. This just in. They have a lot of cleanses, though. I don't know if that was actually worth the squeeze. I'm like, hold on, it's just gotta increase, so I guess it means nothing. That bodes somethingly. Save me. Get the fuck away from me. Okay. Well, they're preloaded. Get around Captain Rex. Yeah, I played it safe. Which, to be honest, especially with the Rapace grind right now, I would actually really much prefer not to. What was it doing? Oh. I wonder if this is anything. Does it mean I gave up my Luthen? It doesn't mean I gave up, it just means that I'm locked in with whatever the fuck he has on in TW. I guess it means I'm holding him? I don't, like, to be honest, my defense is very fucking slapdash at the moment. Why am I in set 19 only? My brain's fucking broken at the moment. Yeah, because we largely just don't have the effects that I'm looking for. That would fucking explain it. They prefer to rise, don't they? I see. It would appear those arrives are prevented. Well, this is going nowhere fast. God, this selection is fucking miserable. I do actually kind of miss Palcron. Alright. I'm having my doubts, but have some doubt. Oh, there's another attack on a turn. True damage. That's putting him in a clock. For better or for worse. Ma'am? Leave. Sir? Just fucking leave. Nobody wants you. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but if I was like trying to quantify power and what I would consider to be imaginable, I would say I've never actually imagined like power that high before. Good enough, I suppose. Stop basicking me. Why is he just basicking me? What the fuck? I really lost all associations from Malgus because of fucking Jedi Knight Cal brain rot. I think there was gas back in the day. Anything on Insight? Here, good joke. Bo-Katan to be amusing. I'm sure that the speed differences for my GAC loadout are perfectly normal and not at all tilting. Perfectly fine. Oh, there's a Savage there. Hmm. I see. Well, we're generating birds, I guess. Will I ever get to play the video game? Stay tuned until next time. Server says yes, fuck off. Server says yes, and then that's the last time we ever got to push a button. I don't understand the total hatred that they have for IG-12, but I will take it. It has been convenient so far. I am never getting to push a fucking button again, am I? For Malchus Dunks on IG. I'm just that good. I'm so fucking sick of IG-12 trying to call people to assist that can't be called to assist. Extremely over this shit. Oh shit? Hold the fucking phone? Yeah, yeah, of course. Naturalmente. Oh, it's been Bo-Katan, so I guess that's tragic timing. Alright, well. It might be time. I can only assume this will go incredibly well. This Revan. Hmm. Hmm. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Basically a light side bulk run, if you squint. With a little bit of extra lesson damage. Better than I expected. I completely played this shit through until I got tilted, and now I don't remember what the fuck the plan was. I'm just gonna do the thing instead, since we don't have the setup to bypass their undeath ability. How come he didn't... Oh, he must have counterattacked and lost his shit? How are you not dead? Because she's still on her fucking thing. If I had a Turbo Barris, we would be mowing right now. Fuck me. Yep. Cool. Why not try against that Ray? This is a cool fight last time. We'll do this first. The no bring slow Jedi. I literally had prepped a fucking 392 Barris. They didn't. That's the thing. Do Finzori. Finzori will guaranteed lose here. Evaded. What if I basic here? But then I fucking haywire Malik anyway, and the entire gambit gets made pointless. He's an idiot. I purposely trained myself wrong as a joke. Do what you were built to do. Yeah, there's 0% chance Zori beats this. In no world. But the thing is, I don't think I can outskill this comp either. I would suspect. I think this will be incredibly fucking bumpy. Because normally the improvisation... I don't have fucking start... Damn. Perchance, forsooth, if only there were some way I could have planned for this. Dodged. Oh, he didn't. What a nicely behaved boy. We cannot shock her. We can only hope. I didn't think about killing Mace with that. I just wanted Palpatine to heal before the railed. Fucking cutting off an arm to save the body. Problem is, I don't want to consume shock, so we have to just TM our way out of this. And we didn't get shock. I will go fuck myself. Oh god, yeah, triple inspiration. Oh, that ship has sailed. Not even this ray comp is real. Brother, look at the time. Maybe if I played faster. Also, keep in mind, the only reason this got salvaged from that bad board state is because I sent the Hail Mary on the Star Killer AoE, hoping that it would grab a kill and give us a bonus turn reset, which is set to 18 only. That was a huge risk that I took that I happened to pay off and bailed me out. Like, actually, one of the longest calls that I've had to make in a long time. No. Okay, so he is random. Also, yeah, Darth Vader lead will not work against Dark Ray, I would imagine. The bulk ramp would be way too sharp. Alright. So yeah, it would appear JMK. So honestly, I don't really fear Cat Poke. I fear Ahsoka Poke. Because Ahsoka is what helped us cut through the squad. So they poked Cat, they poked Padme. It would seem that it's random. So yeah, straight up. I don't know, man. You think back to when JMK first came out, when Cat didn't exist. The entire driver of this squad, of this matchup, it's Ahsoka ripping the advantage off and making the team critically immune. And he just gets a fucking chopping. If they poke Ahsoka there, I don't know that we actually win. Your cat got poked twice, you still brought that fine. Yeah, exactly. That. Hey, Bones, thank you for the raid, man. Welcome, everyone. How was your stream, good sir, if you're here? Yeah, man, I straight up fully believe that you could play this fight out without Cat. Right? Ahsoka OG Snips is the actual terror for the squad here. Now, look, if people are holding JMK, then fucking whatever, man. You can have that matchup. You're trading an SLK for a JMK. In the history of SLK trades, that is like the best this man has ever feasted. Yep, later, man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty okay with where SLK is at. The one thing I will say right now is I have concerns about what his life is going to look like in roughly 3 weeks. Because I like where he is positioned with set 18. And that the moment that goes away, Hmm. DI5s, yeah, I figured there must be some sort of priority target exploit. I mean, I was considering R9 JKR as my next R9 just to, like, you know, push priority targeting and try to buy a bit of time. But honestly, for how much I just sold that hit, maybe it's not necessary. Because that was triple health protection speed set. Get a defense set, but like, it's okay. Has some defense spin, so I don't know if that actually matters. It might not be as bad for JKR as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, maybe the R9 is considerable anyway. Like, the team doesn't really have any scalings in that way that, like, you don't really get to... You know, like Basilisk Fallen. Not Basilisk, but the other Basilisk Fallen. Like, yeah, attackers have bad scaling, but at least you usually tend to see on modern characters like this, you just go, okay, well, she doubles her health, so even though it's attacker scaling, it's, like, better than that. JKR just has his hero unique, I believe it is. Yeah, you just get, like, 10% of each. Not really enough to do much of anything with. It's, like, better than nothing. But it's not really something. Yeah, so with their powers combined, it's like plus 30%. Which again, better than nothing. Still probably not really rewarding in R9. Miss Datacron review, what am I liking for Huts? Liking is a strong word. I don't know. They all seem relatively fine, but I also feel like Nices could have a chance against all of them. I assume this will just be the default in a lot of cases. The tenacity, I think, seems scarier for Nices than this does. Damage immunity can also be a huge pain in the ass that forces you to have Asajj alive with the... Actually, wait, but it's only one turn DI. I think we've been in metas in the past that had this. It was annoying until it wasn't, because they just, like, cook out for one extra turn. That's not the worst thing that can happen. And then, yeah, Heart Cartel ability block is potentially problematic as well. But at the end of the day, a lot of what Ice Sisters end up doing is just basics. So it will be annoying to, like, stop you from doing, like, an Asajj Dispel or something if Marin's getting focused. I don't know. I wouldn't say these crowns seem, like, particularly nuts. I think Gamguard is way overrated. Embo is better than nothing. Certainly. Greedo's placebo. Yeah, I don't really think I fear Mob Enforcer 9. Like, I enjoy these types of level 9s as kind of like a mini rework, but the base foundation is just so sauceless that you really need something messed up to be in here. For the most part, like, okay, so shield double mask, this what Jabba uses mask? And that's kind of just it. All right. Yeah, there is some really good shit this set, but I don't think the Hook Cartel is going to be it. I think Hook Cartel is mostly just trying to generate some friction for Night Sisters on defense, and then we'll get some more tools on offense, I suppose. I guess the biggest question is there anything that could make both Night Sisters and Afra uncomfortable? Because Afra's probably not going to care about ramping tenacity. Go to go they made a Jala Scavenger. That would almost that would be too much, maybe. To be honest. That would be a lot. Was there an SLK fights on it? I do not have my GAC mods. I have TW mods, so JML looked more playable than I actually expected it to be. The fuck is an Apex bundle? We collabing with Apex Legends? I can show my fight. You said the recording. What's the best way to format? Right off the bat, the Foss choice was not entirely strategic, and in fact, for how that JML fight went, the fact that Foss threw away his own advantage is actually, like, decidedly less than ideal. But for this case, the fact that Faust counterattacks and rips the Bane buffs and then replaces it with speed down, that's actually kind of fucking cool. I perhaps did not respect your game enough. Grabs a stun on Red. Bane gets feared. So I have Balenkron equipped. I'm a Balenkron. I was not a skilled player. I did not get 300% offense. I've got about 70% offense, which is within range of like normal Datacrons. So it is simultaneously true that this team has more shit on than would be reasonable for most Datacrons because I've got some like 60% protection, 40% health, 70% offense, 70% defense. So like combat stat wise, it's pretty overloaded, but functionally for this fight, if the can I for sure Bane question is all that's being asked and not the bulk side of things, it's within fieldable range, right? We literally see in the news set that yeah, you can roll that much offense if you're actually that concerned about it. Yeah, I don't know. So like obviously my immediate question goes to well, what happens for the matchup if you run like a tankier side that's like still alive at this point? But this has being kind of the poster child for quick disposable relic access. I didn't really give enough respect to the fact that this is a Furon basic. Which granted, the fact that she used it at the start of the fight because of Bane Quillen increases kinda on the less immediately relevant end for most matchups, but when it hits here. Yeah, like fundamentally, we're not doing all that much damage. So Foss is a 65% percent counter chance, right? Also get the speed down on top. If So I'm looking at this between speed up and then neutral and then speed down. If speed down had not been landed, I would imagine the fear would have self-cycled and Bane at least would have been able to graduate onto his bonus and try to wrestle control. If he had speed up, I assume he would have been happier. Also, he had all his damage buff goodies still. So it's there's a weird degree of RNG if you continue to run fast of like, well, 65% counter chance. And then is Foss the one landing speed down? Yeah, 65% chance and the 50%. Holy fuck, I forgot how cooked Storm or Frost is. I mean, this is why I talk about RNG on defense, I guess. So yeah, you got an 85% chance for a 50% chance for a 65% chance. So that was a bit of a high roll, shall we say. Does the chance go up on crit? Yeah. Fair enough. But 85% chance of a 65% chance. Which is still pretty RNG. It's about 65k per. Why didn't she... Okay, so she doesn't lose her untargetable until the turn after the last person goes. That's good to know, actually. That is intel. Because I had some Jedi turns set up in such a way that, like, maybe try to hit the ground running. I mean, I had ended up deciding that, like, okay, the last server will just be a JKL stun, just to shut things off still, but... Alright. Interesting. I don't know if I would say that's, like, conclusively safe. Don't know why I thought I could pull it up there. Right, I'm so worried that once bulk goes, that this team is just going to be much, much easier to deal with. Set 20 has health and protection on it, but I guess you could try to remake it that way, but having a level 3 just give you 75% of each is very liberating. They have a preload run for them. Yeah, but hey, like, there are some matchups where the preload literally won't even work, so you just don't have a level 3 at that point. And B, is literally an anti-bulk run at that point. What am I doing with Balen without that crown? Just like Dark Side TM preload. This is actually probably not a good idea because their armor mechanics are already like really self-sufficient. But I don't really know what to do with it otherwise, so. Alright. Well, good game to Tom for. The biggest goal at this point is to try to stay in this bracket for next week so that I can actually do the cool shit that I want to do. And see how it holds up. So if we can get it out of this round, at least 1 and 2, that might be enough. I do not understand how the leaderboard works at this point. I'm gonna be honest. At the time that I open the leaderboard, I get this fucking Erodium jump scare of like 30 extra accounts, and then sometimes I open it up and it's like gone. I don't understand. Also, holy shit, okay, yeah, going back to the Bad Batch. I don't know what the hell Grimmerlin's supposed to do about that. If not even Marin can fix it. Plays live on stream. I have a few Spotify playlists. Here. I say here and then have completely lost the dashboard. Did I just close it? There it is. What the heck would we have done? Like probably Java or something here. Oh yeah, and also the Bokazan versus man. So good God, Vanna, I have never felt so vindicated in my life as watching Bo-Katan continuously just get lapped at like 90% or more. Like, yeah, no, this character should really ought to be built for speed. It really, really just wants to be built for speed. Literally, all you care about happening is pushing your button, getting the turn off. Fuck offense. Not really fuck bulk. Bulk also helps you get to your button. Like, fuck offense. Please, God, speed bulk your Bo-Katan Mandalorian. First, we didn't get first order credits. Yeah, someone pointed that out. It is a bit odd. There's always a possibility that we just see it in the next set, right? Too busy overlapping a third faction. What is the third overlap though? Merc and Smuggler overlap. What third? Droid Smuggler? A Cartel Smuggler? It's like 2 characters though. They're not even a part of the Datacron set. Maybe CG saw that people were slow farming Rey, and so they're like, okay, well, for maximum impact, we will make it be the next set. Jedi Vanguard. They could just do like Jedi plus Sith next set. It would certainly be a possibility. We're not gonna see Jedi Vanguard next set because it's way too fucking soon. We're still getting Bad Batch. I assume Jedi Vanguard will just be... I mean, what? We still need Crosser and Wrecker, so we're like T-minus 5 weeks, so T-minus 7 weeks until the first Jedi Vanguard, and they won't be up past that? Yeah, no, we're not seeing that shit for like 4 months. In my opinion. I really had the time to check Costa. He has a fuck ton of offense scaling. He also does protection damage. Just think of like a weird mix of Embo with Farm Boy Luke. This Boba bundle. I'm not a knower. Except for the usual abuse case criminals. They baked in a lot of if all allies are Jedi Vanguard shit. They specifically said they're making Jedi Vanguard so that they don't have to design around certain squads. Such as the Galactic Legend. It's basically the Jedi Rebel fighters. And the dividing line for life. This could rehab, actually. I'll leave it unlocked. You're on notice, but you better get your act together. Should have just done this to begin with. I mean, all right. I continue to get pretty shit quality sleep at the moment, so I am super low energy. I might just call it there. I do intend to play more Rivals and stream more Rivals at some point. It would be good to feel good before I try to do so, but at some point I'm kind of just like I need to start fucking practicing if I want to get anywhere anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I have no idea how to do that rollback shit. Honestly, I don't know if that's gonna work for you or not. It's worth a shot because your issues reflect exactly what they do, but there's a big difference in hardware going on that it might not be the same thing. Okay, question for you. Does it crash? I saw some people say that like I can play 3 matches without crashing and then it starts to. So they just like close the match every 3 or they close the game after every 3rd match as the fix. Does that sound like a thing that is happening to you? Kind of burnt out already? Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Is like games like that only work if you find a character that you love, that you are interested in playing for a severe amount. And for the majority of Marvel Rivals characters weren't that for me. Widow is that. Enjoy her a great deal. I am at the point where I do think the character should not be buffed, or at least if the developers feel the need to, should just be some side shit. Yeah, Loki's an extremely cool character. Overwhelming for my sensibilities, but I'm just a dude who tries to click on heads. Anyway, yeah. Let's figure out how the rest of the day goes. But I'm good for now. Later, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.